Welcome back to PM Drawings. I really don't have a script for this video, so most of it's going to be off the top of my head. Um, yeah. So as the title suggests, I am ranking Happy Meal toys, but I will not be ranking every Happy Meal toy as there are over 9,000. And I don't think I have the time to do that. So instead, I will be ranking all the Happy Meal toys that were there when I was working because I'm about to leave McDonald's and I'm like, oh, well, this is like a final goodbye, I guess. I will be ranking them in a way that's like, okay, I'm going to try and look at it through the eyes of a child. It's like, I don't think the target audience is for adults. I'm going to try and think of it as a kid. Like, okay, is this something a kid would want to have? Is this something a kid wouldn't mind having? Something that they can play with? Something that they'll be happy to have? And yeah, this is actually being recorded before the actual ranking. So like looking back at the ranking, some of them are definitely going to be wrong and I don't want to re-record it. Either way, I'm just wasting time. Let's just jump right into it. Hooray! Hello. Well, wait, no, the video's already started. What am I talking? This is new. I'm trying something new. Okay, guys, I'm trying. This is for. Why am I explaining so much? Yes, I am ranking. So I decided to rank all the Happy Meal toys that were there since I started working. And yeah, um, you're all gonna hate me once we get to the back half. All right, let's start off. First toy that was there when I started working, it was the Thor: Love and Thunder. I'm gonna say this out now because there are a couple more superhero related toys. I don't necessarily understand this. I don't understand when they like. Okay, I know that superheroes can be like a big thing to kids, but like it's like a PG-13 movie. It's like, yeah, you give them the toy, but they're not really gonna go watch the movie. I don't necessarily see much of a correlation with that. I'm like, yeah, that's a bit weird, but like I feel like it works. It works. It's not bad, but like yeah, overall the toys do look fine to me. Definitely something that I can see a 3-4 year old playing with. Even if it's for like a little while, still definitely up there on like the toy list. Like, yeah, it's good. It's good. It's not bad. But I feel like the one thing that brings it down to me is like a PG-13 movie showing to kids. All right, I actually do have Pokemon on here twice. That's because these two, I'm treating these as two different, and when I reach the second one, you'll find out. Like I said, these are gonna be on like, okay, these are for kids. How are kids gonna see them? It's not gonna be like, oh, as an adult, I go by the Pokemon Happy Meal and I'm happy. But like as a kid who's like, they're eating, they want a toy to play with because it's gonna be a toy. I'm sorry, like I know I'm a huge Pokemon fan, but like, what are they just gonna do with cards? I'm sorry, they're gonna see it, they're gonna be like, ooh, this is nice. What do I do with it? It's like it's better to give them a toy. Um, yeah, so that one's a C for me. Did I say Soar is A? Soar is an A, but it's not a high A. It's a very low A. It's like borderline of an A for me right now. Cars on the Road. Okay, now this is where we're starting to get into like actual good toys. Like, kid sees a toy, they're happy. Vroom vroom. Vroom vroom. Vroom vroom. They see a toy. To them, they have just found the next thing they will play with possibly for the rest of the week. I might be exaggerating this a bit, but like, hand your kid a toy car, they will be happy. They will be happy. I feel like this is bottom S for me on Cars on the Road. All right, now in my opinion, the Boo Buckets. I only got Boo Buckets on here once because we've the three times I saw them, they've basically just been the same buckets. But let me tell you, Boo Buckets, I don't think we're getting any better than that. Okay, listen, I know that these are that's supposed to be the toy, and as a kid, like, oh, there's no real toy. It's the bucket. Like, yeah, but you can like they give you stickers. You can do stuff with that, right? Okay, I feel like Boo Buckets definitely is the best Happy Meal box out there. Fight me. Boo Buckets definitely are the best Happy Meal box, but overall, as a toy, yeah, I don't see much. Definitely you can definitely like they give you stickers and that's like redeemable to some extent, but like after the stickers, you get to take them out on Halloween and it's like, well, that's that. All right. So yeah, B tier. So back onto the superhero thing. I don't necessarily understand again. This one is for Wakanda Forever. I feel like it's just the same thing as the Thor one. It's just different characters. Maybe I should move Thor down. Yeah, I'm gonna move Thor down, and then I'm gonna Wakanda Forever. I feel like it might, depending on like what superheroes you like, you might end up changing it a bit. But like, eh. Okay, Hasbro Gaming. This is apparently not the wasn't the first time that Hasbro has done something with McDonald's, and I don't think it's going to be the last. I did not find the toys that were being offered with me. The toys that I saw that were being offered while I was there, they weren't all Happy Meal themed. Like, as you can see, they have the Happy Meal character on all of the toys. It wasn't like that in. This was still 2022. Yeah, 2022 when I was there. It wasn't like that. But yeah, there were still games, and I feel like that's neat. That's definitely something neat that they were able to do, like mini versions of games that kids can play with. Like, definitely, I feel like when even like if you have someone with you, that's definitely good, which is really good. But like if you're a kid, you're in the back, you ended up getting Connect Four, and it's like, well, you're the only child. Your mom or dad, they're taking you. They just finished. You just got out of the doctor, and like you behaved. You took your shots. You didn't cry, and they're like, all right, well, we'll reward you. Happy Meal. Here you go. They're driving home, and you're by yourself in the back. You got Connect Four. What are you supposed to do? You kind of just sit there for a bit and like, well, I really can't do anything with this toy until like you really get home. So I feel like just because of that, it's a low A. It's a low A. It's a low A, but definitely really good. Really good. Definitely for kids. Definitely really good. A fun way, even if they're only gonna use it for like 2 days. All right. Now, movie. Now, here's a movie that every kid possibly had on their radar. The Super Mario Bros. Movie. Every kid possibly have heard about it by now. Mario's possibly one of the most marketable characters out there. These are good toys for kids. Definitely ones that you will be seeing them. Toad's in a car. That's already peak right there. Mario's in a car over here as well. You got other figurines. I don't see how this is not a really good toy for children. For children. This you got something that kids know about. They're gonna want to watch that movie, and you made good toys for it. That right there is peak. All right. So that's all. That was from July-ish. Yeah, July to the end of the year for 2022. All right. This next one, I actually don't know what it was. I remember seeing it. I just don't know what the Mickey and Friends Happy Meal toy was about. Wait. I'm googling this real quick. It's like a coloring book with. And then, okay, so some were coloring book and some were cards. Um, okay, wait, that's actually, and it came with like a pen. Okay, wait, that's actually really good. That was a really good idea, and it's Mickey themed. Definitely going to go great with like the younger version, with the more younger ones of that got a Happy Meal, but like leaning towards those like 5, maybe 6 year olds that are still getting the Happy Meal and definitely not something that you might want to get, but overall, I feel like that's a good toy. That's a good toy. Coloring book, some cards. You yeah, it might not be the best, but like it's still definitely good. All right, the Harper Collins children book. Okay, I feel like it's neat. These are definitely children's book that they could read, things that are not too complicated. But at the end of the day, you got to remember, hey, these are Happy Meals. I'm a 4-year old. I'm hungry. I want a toy to play with while my parents are eating the Big Mac. Um um but like yeah, I don't know. I'm not saying anything bad against like books in general or this as a bad toy. It's just like sometimes when you get a Happy Meal, you think of toy. You think of something up here, like, like a car, a figurine, maybe like an actual toy, maybe like an actual mini board game. Like, these are toys. And then, like, you roll up, you get your box, you open it up, and you see a book in there, and you're like, and it's not a coloring book, it's a reading book, and you're like, uh, okay. Okay, so yeah. Okay, this next one, I actually have no idea who this character was. Um, Looks like it's coloring books. Again, was it really just coloring books or like a book?
1 hour later.
Okay, so it had like a little cutout of the character that you ended up getting with like a small book. And it looks like the book had games and whatnot. Okay, overall, I don't know because this is a more modern kids show, so like I don't know who this character was. A cutout, fine by me. Books, especially, it was an activity book. Fine by me. I feel like since I ranked Mickey higher, Mickey and A, I definitely have to rank this as well since they're almost similarly on the same wavelengths. They're like almost kind of the same toy except with different characters. Um yeah, I feel like I'll give it a bottom A. Bottom A. Definitely as a kid, like I might not know who these people are, but like even as an adult, I don't know who these people are. But like it's still neat. It's still neat. Like, you get a cutout, you get an activity book. I don't know what activities were in there, but like, hey, something to keep the kid distracted, something to keep myself distracted, really good. Oh, Max Singer. This is the Mask Singer. I actually don't remember these at all. I blocked it from my memory. The Max Singer. Okay, overall, I know it's very popular, which is why it's been going on for so long. But like, do 4-year-olds, do like 3 to 6-year-olds really watch this show? Do they like watch this show at all? Overall, these are like sort of keychains, and I'm pretty sure they were soft. You could squish them. How long have I been going for? 14 minutes. I shouldn't. Yeah, I feel like it's like something that they can definitely grab. Like they might not know what it is, but they see a lion, they see animals, and they're somewhat happy. Definitely something that you can like dance around with a bit. It's a, it's like something that you can put on your keychain. Definitely. Like for kids, this is definitely not the best, but like it's still good. Still good. Definitely something I can see a kid using. Um, all right, back to the superhero thing. This PG-13 movie with kids toy. I'm not gonna explain it much more. I feel like the Guardians are definitely more popular than the rest of these, but like I don't know. I don't watch too many superheroes movies. Yeah, I'm gonna stop talking before I make people upset. The Little Mermaid. All right, now this definitely was a kids movie, but it was a live remake, and yeah, everyone was excited for it. But overall, I feel like it's still marketable. Still good toys. Still, they look like good toys, but for a kids movie, Little Mermaid, I feel like this was a good toy. Definitely good, but I kind of don't. Could you remove them? Like I said, I've never actually opened some of these like at all. I don't know if you like can remove them from that water that they're attached to. I feel like this is another B for me. Okay, I actually went and watched Elemental. I feel like it was a good movie. It was fine. It was good. It was okay. When I sat down and watched the movie, I somewhat walked out and I'm like, okay, I know Ember, I know Wayne. Who else was in that movie that was memorable like that? And they had nothing. Like, who do they make a toy? They have two Embers and two Waynes. I forgot who that glowing one is. I think that's a baby fire elemental. You got that grass kid, and then you got the two. I think that's two wind characters. Oh, I got close. Yeah, it's like, what are you marketing here? You had nothing to market here. Is that baby Ember? I feel like overall, good idea. Just it wasn't there. It's like, what do we make out of this movie? Oh, another superhero. Yeah, let's just throw that in there in the middle. Like, all right, Nerf. I don't remember which Nerf toys were here. I cannot. My brain is. I am zoning out. I don't remember which Nerf toys are here. I don't remember, but it's definitely like one of those like Hasbro sort of things. Like, this is something definitely cool. I feel like the only thing is that like all the girls might not be as excited, which definitely does like you have to consider for both since like they've gotten rid of like, oh yeah, boys Happy Meal join a girls Happy Meal join. You have to consider like, okay, we gotta make one that people will both enjoy. I feel like that might have been for the Karma's World as well. You might be able to make an argument along that side. But like, yeah, I feel like Nerf definitely a good idea. Like I said, I have the Pokemon on here twice. There was one that happened right shortly after I worked, and there was one in 2023. The reason I have them differently is because of one thing and one thing only. This one came with a Pikachu Happy Meal box that you could, and it had dotted lines and if you pop these little figures that weren't fully attached to Happy Meal, you could have then attached them to the top, and you had a Pikachu box with his ears. That single-handedly saved this. But then again, with the cards, what are kids gonna do? Cards? What are they gonna do with cards? Oh, the Disney 100 years. Oh my gosh, what did I do? Disney 100 Years of Wonder. I feel like this is definitely like one of those things where like they're right here, these area of just like the superheroes and the Marvel, where they're like on something on the the Little Mermaid and the superhero. They're like standing on something. So like you necessarily can't move them around as much. I feel like you can say the same for Elemental, but hey, look, Ember's in a car. Feel like you can say the same thing, but like they're really just like standing on something, and I don't think that's good. Like even here, like Peach, Bowser, Donkey Kong, and Luigi, they're all in a like, and Mario, they're all in like one single pose, but I can still move them around freely. Here they're like sort of standing on something. Overall, I still think this is something good. I feel like it's definitely something good. Kids will definitely want these. They're 100 characters from Disney all. Pretty sure they carefully chose it so then it's more recognizable characters, and you would get 2 per box. So yeah, the Disney 100, I just ended it weirdly because like I kind of just started going off and rambling off, and like I just couldn't find a good way to end it off. So like, yeah, that sounds weird, but like I basically already said everything I needed to. Crash Team Run. Okay, I feel like Crash definitely is more on the... Definitely been in more E10 plus games. But I feel like kids aren't going to recognize... Younger kids aren't going to recognize Crash Bandicoot at all. Then again, you had like mini... Like small puzzles, some Definitely, I feel like this definitely was not a good toy. You got like the keychains, but unlike it being like the Max Singer where it's the full character, it's just heads. Got many activities, but you'll get bored of them, and like after doing it twice, especially that 4-piece puzzle. Like you do it once, you might do it again, but that's about it. At least you should have at least made it like a 9-piece. But yeah, definitely on the worst side. Crashed Squishmallows. I feel like it's similar on the Max Singer, but these were more animals, so you can definitely like do more stuff with them. The Adopt Me. What was this? Based off of Roblox? I don't know. I know there's a Roblox one later down the line, but I don't know about this one. It's fine. Okay, I feel like one thing was that these were like hard plastic toys. I thought they were gonna be like soft, like Squishmallows, but like no, these were hard plastic toys. I'm like, but no, you can definitely do stuff. And these are generic animals. They can definitely do stuff here. Give it an A. Give it an A. Would have been an S if they were soft. Multiverse. What was the Multiverses one? Were they really just cards? Oh no, they were puzzles. Oh wait, that's kind of neat. That's actually kind of neat, but like of characters. I'll put it above the books. I'll put it up above the HarperCollins books. That was neat, but like it's not mind-blowing sort of thing. Okay, I feel like Just Dance definitely is still relevant, and they're still making sales because it's still going. It's been going for like 10 plus years. But these are just figurines on tops. You spin them around. I feel like it's neat at best. I feel like it's neat. Superheroes, but this time they are Squishmallows. I feel like you can definitely do more with them. Where's the end of the superhero line? I'm gonna bunch all the superheroes together. Oh yeah, so like if anyone wants to go and like look at the list of the wiki, I will say this much: after the Adopt Me, between Adopt Me and Multiverses, you'll see something, I forgot what it says, something that says like, oh, excessive stock something, like that's just like they didn't have a specific toy between that area, between that time frame, and that was just them being like, okay, hey, any extra toys that you have, get use them now. Because I remember we still had some Mario toys from like 2000. I'm like, these are old. Inside Out, definitely kids movie, very good. You got all the emotions and then 2 police officers. I feel like that brings it down. It's like, were they really important? But I feel like these were definitely good. Definitely good. The Minions. I don't know where to put them. I know that they're good with kids. I'm somewhat rushing now. I've been going at this for too long. Yeah, no one's watching this. If you're listening now, hello. Okay, this was the Olympics. I remember I went on vacation, came back, I saw these, and I'm like, what in the world are these? And I'm like, I know it's an activity book, but my first thought when seeing it was like, what kid is going to want this? And then I saw the activity book. I'm like, maybe. Ooh, I remember just the Yu-Gi-Oh! X Hello Kitty. Definitely, it's Squishmallows. I feel like it's this weird mix, but I really liked it. I'm going to put it next to the Squishmallows. The Squishmallow section. Alright, here is my opinion. You are the worst thing in God Forsaken I have ever seen. The Crocs? No. No, and this is from staying by my viewpoint. Like, hey, what kid is gonna want to cry? Like, maybe there are some out there, but like, I'm a 3-year-old. My mom just took me to McDonald's. I open up and I see the shoe. What am I supposed to do? At least The cards, hey, they got cute pictures on them. Hey, it's Pokemon. That I forgot the name. The Olympics one, it was an activity book. You got a book you can read here. You got figurines, you got toys, you got puzzles, you got activities, you got everything, and here it's just, here, take this shoe. One of the worst toys I've ever seen. And also the Happy Meal box looked disgusting. Oh my god. Every time I went to sit down in the break room, I always saw the piles over there. And it looked like it was chicken pox, and I'm like, and I just made sure not to, and I tried my best not to look over there until I finished eating, because I was going to lose my appetite. I'm sorry, that box looks ugly. These toys for kids, for kids, you know, for kids, for them to grab, for them to play with, for them to do stuff with. What are Crocs supposed to do? Mario Kart. Cars? Mario Kart? Okay, now here we went from a low to a high here. Definitely S. I feel like kids are gonna know Mario more than they know McQueen. That's a bit controversial, but I feel like that might be true. Alright, Adopt Me. This was Roblox. It was Pet Simulator. This was Roblox. Every kid knows Roblox. Cute little happy animals, definitely up there. Definitely up there. Okay, I haven't, as of recording this, I don't know if the Sonic one is up yet. But from what I can see, these are just characters and hamster wheels that you spin. Yeah, they could be fun, but I don't know. No, Nerf did better. I'm putting it underneath the Squishmallow collection. This is my list. You know what? No. Not just kidding. I was about to create an F for Crocs. Because no, Crocs definitely did suck. I feel like compared to how I wanted this to turn out, I feel like this definitely turned it out the way I wanted to. Like, you know, based on kids and like what kind of toy they might have wanted. Then again, I am an adult and this is my opinion. So I could be wrong on what kids... I feel so old. I'm supposed to be young. I feel so old. What kids want in their toy, in their Happy Meal box. It might differ, but I feel like overall, from a viewpoint where I was able to be like, all right, what's something that a child would want in their box and something that they would be proud with? I feel like this is quite good. A good, somewhat good. No, definitely. I feel like you guys, if anyone ever sees this, I'm going to get roasted in the comment and be like, you really are putting all the superheroes so low now, aren't you? Well, I put them in the middle. But yeah. So yeah, that's my ranking. Yeah, people are going to definitely fight me on it, and that's okay. I could be wrong, and this is a young adult trying to act like a kid again, so like I will definitely be wrong, but hey, if you made it this far, thank you for watching. And I do have another video in my head right now that I definitely do want to do. I'll hopefully get that out before school starts again, but like who knows, we'll see what happens. I still don't have a proper outro other than that spinning Pichu on the chair. So yeah, Pichu spinning on a chair again. Till next time. Adios.